All right, today is going to be a big day. It's Sunday, and we are going to do the full Hyrox training today. So that'll be the first time we do that, which means I'm going to start adding the runs in between each event. So I have been procrastinating that by doing computer work. Yeah. No, I kind of need to chip away at some stuff, get prepared for the new week, close out the old week. So the computer work is necessary, working on some content stuff for both personal brand, the new brand, Insatiable, as well as All's Fit Club, of course. And again, just kind of preparing for some of the stuff that's coming up this week. And then on top of that, mentally preparing myself to actually go through with the full Hyrox today. Would like to see what we establish as our baseline time. Like I said, I needed to do the drive around the building to determine what the 1 kilometer run would be. So I did that. I know the route. So I'm going to be running out in between every event, out of the building, back in, hitting the scanner. So we'll be wasting a little bit of time, but that's all right. The whole thing in the grand scheme of things should be harder than the actual event, I hope. And the only thing we still don't have is the weights for the lunges. And so that's fine. I guess we'll just have to rock it with a body weight lunge. Oh, too bad. We'll delay that last final piece because that'll make it even harder. But I did get the wall ball, so I'll be able to run back and do the wall ball without, missing out on that aspect, because before I was doing body weight, and then the second time through that I did it, I just threw a medicine ball that we have that is not a bounceable wall ball. And I was just throwing it up in the air and re-catching it. So now I'll actually get the feel of hitting the target back and forth, up and down. And so that's what we're gonna hit today. And I'm actually also working on trying to get a little bit of my tracking recovery down. So footwear, Garmin, I have a Whoop my brother gave me that I don't necessarily love, to be honest, because it doesn't have the screen, and I really only care about what I'm doing with my workouts and my exercises. I really don't care about recovery and sleep and stuff that it's saying there, because I don't have time to go through what it's telling me. I know if I had a bad night's sleep or not. I know if I'm recovering or not. So I don't really care about that aspect of it. I do like how sleek the Whoop is, but again, if I'm in the middle of the run, I don't want to have to ask one of the other runners, hey, what's our pace? How far in are we? What's the time? Because I don't have that right on my wrist. So I think I'm gonna swap out to a Garmin, which is what one of our run club members as an Ironman / marathon runner uses and likes. So I'm thinking I'll do that, make the investment in it. It'll be good for this whole process between run club and Hyrox training, as well as getting some footwear for recovery. Everybody's talking about the canes, they love them. I might grab a pair of those. And then I want to try to do something else as well. If it does come into fruition, I'll let you guys know, because it would be insane. Probably won't even get a response, but I'm gonna reach out and message these people, this brand anyways, and see if I even get a response. Probably won't. I'm not big enough, I'm not cool enough, but whatever, I'll ask anyways. That would be sick. And again, if it happens, I'll tell you, and you'll be like, holy shit, that's insane. And if not, then whatever, you'll forget that I even said that, and maybe I have to win a bunch of stuff and become a lot bigger of a presence in the world to ever garner that. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll try to get a little bit of content from doing the Hyrox training without ruining it, because I don't want to lose time messing around with that. And then I'll probably do a recap after as to how it goes. So stay tuned. Let's get it. It's an AEF Sunday with all else going on in life. Stay fit. Also, you know what? Actually, let me tag this in too. Try and refine my online coaching program here, which is about hustlers that are grinding every day. They're busy. They do a lot of stuff, and they do want to be fit, whether they're on the journey but it's not going that well, or they're not that dedicated, committed, not that disciplined, their routine kind of sucks, or they know they need to get on that and they haven't yet. So I am working on fine-tuning the actual product itself. But if you want coaching in fitness and health, as well as even business, or just routine and discipline and schedule and motivation and just staying on it, so that fitness can enhance all other aspects of your life and you can excel in all other aspects of your life, family, faith, business, etc., whatever it might be, let me know. Let's get to fucking work. I run multiple businesses, so I want to help other people that have a business that they're aspiring to grow. I do a lot of stuff from a numbers standpoint, to due diligence, to research, to conversations, and I am happy to share that knowledge if you've got something that you're looking to work on. But on top of that, let's get you right in terms of your health and your fitness. That means eating the correct things, not being a psycho about macro counting and all that, but just being able to implement good food so that you're getting right, and then working out in the correct way so that you can get your body in the position that it needs to be the most optimal version of yourself, the ultimate you. I think I'm going to change the name of the program. Actually, no, not I think. I know I'm changing the name of the program. It's not going to be Active for the Ultimate Version of Yourself. It's going to be Health for Hustlers. Because you're a hustler, let's get your health on point. Crazy health means better you. Better you means crazy hustler. So let's get it. About to gear up for Hyrox training session number 3. Like I said, we're gonna add the running in now, so this is gonna be interesting as the first full rundown, but hey, we gotta get it down, we gotta get good at it, then we gotta get great at it, then we gotta become the best at it. So I am going to stop procrastinating by using work and enjoy my first full Hyrox on this fine Sunday. And we're gonna see how we do, because we're gonna need a starting line, a baseline to build off of, and see what areas we need improvement in. I'm gonna guess the running portion, as well as what areas we can use to catch up on time with, and which areas we're strong in. So let's get it. If you're the type to set a high standard for yourself, then sometimes that holds you back from doing new things, because you know how much it's going to take out of you and how much it's going to suck if you don't succeed, or it's hard, or it just becomes a new obsession and you're not sure if you have the capacity to take that on yet. So if you're the person that's really hard on yourself and has a hard time not doing something to the complete full capacity, the absolute best, becoming the best at it, then trying new things can sometimes be actually more difficult than being the yes type that just takes them on. But my message to you on that is to not let it hold you back and to fall into it strategically, because that's what you need. You need strategy behind it, and depending on how big or small it is, sometimes I would say just yes, fall into it, do it. Other things, they might require a little bit more strategy, because it needs to be catered to you being such a driven, insatiable individual, and it needs to work. Otherwise, you're going to be weighed down by it, right? So you need that success, you need the win. So make sure you have a good strategy in place and think hard about what it is you're going to do, and make sure your plan will cater to actually bringing about success versus just blindly trying and relying only on effort without strategy behind it. Because if your effort also has strategy in it, that's what's going to be catered best towards your personality type and allow you not only to succeed and win and achieve it at the most optimal potential, highest level, but also satisfy you as that type of person and not leave it as an unsatisfied feeling like something was held back or something was left out. So get into it, but get into it the right way, because I know you need it that way. Otherwise you'll drive yourself crazy. All right, I'm setting up my area so that I have everything teed up. Sled, med ball, my kettlebells for the farmer carry, rope for the sled pull. So once I finish the push, I'll pull 2 plates off, tie the rope on for the sled pull. Biggest concerns is I don't want to be annoying doing this. Yes, it's my gym, but it's also the members, so I don't want to be running around intruding on other people's workouts. But I do need to keep my lane and my stuff open and available. So ski erg will be mine. We got 4 rowers, so we're good there. And then my turf lane will be important. So we got some other people on the turf right now. They're in the clear, but once I need my lane, yeah, we're gonna be cooking. So, and on top of that, I'll be running in and out of the building. But again, I don't want to be obnoxious and annoying with it, but I got to be able to cook. I'll get a pattern down. People will start to realize what I'm up to.
All right, we're on the first lap of the run part. To kick it off, heads into ski erg. Gotta let the legs warm up here. Knees are definitely a little sore from yesterday's run club run, so hopefully they warm up a little bit because we're gonna need them. Let's get it. Closing in on the first run, 1 kilometer. I gotta do this 8 times. Woo! It's gonna be a grind. I also waited way too long today because now sun and heat are at their peak. I'm gonna be cooking. We'll be losing this soon. But yeah, it's gonna be hard, guys. This is no joke. 8 of these. I already got to piss. Haven't even got to the first event. Whoops. Run. So, first kilometer into ski erg. It's like about 10 minutes, give or take. Obviously, I had to go in and out of the building, scanning in, getting out for the second run. We'll see if that means anything for our pace here. All right, run 1 down, ski erg down, run 2 down. Run 2 is quicker than run 1 because I was warmed up. Legs felt better. Sled push down, run 3 underway. Let's cook. It's hot. Love when you're avoiding a cramp with multi-inhale breaths and you run through cigarette smoke. What the hell's going on in the back of the fuck building? They want to bring me down. They won't. As the testosterone starts to pump and flood through the body, I'm going to start getting irritable in the parking lot on these runs. I can already feel it. I have no tolerance for cars. Get the f*** out of my way. Here's exactly what comes to mind. Drop that video. Some screws on the ground. I gotta go pick those up. Fucking A. What's wrong with people? Run number 4. Definitely losing a little on pace. I can feel it. We'll work on that. Going into the burpee broad jumps. It's a fucking grind. It's gonna kill me. It's down and back on my turf 8 times. Plus a half. Still gotta piss. And spinning that fucking sled around. Brutal. I need a longer turf. 2 minutes in, starting the burpee broad jumps. Fucked around picking up a screw that was melted into the pavement, but had to. On the second half, run 5. Burpee broad jump, easily the hardest event. Very draining. Slow on this run. But we're feeling good. Also, probably won't get any content but me on the runs, so I'm not fucking around losing time setting up the camera during each event. So this one, you're not gonna get any footage of the 8 events. So run 5, I don't even know if I just said this, started just under 38 minutes, kicking off the back half. So decent pace, I think, for first time full through, I think. But I'm gonna tell myself it's not. Keep cooking, come on, come on. Low key when the cars are like in my way or don't know how to fucking drive, gives me like a surge of test and energy. Pushes me a little. Cause you like out of my face, bro. So keep pissing me off. I need it. We're at 50 minutes. What's up, James? Lap 6. Did the rows in 148 pulls, which I wanted to do it in 150 or less because I knew that would put me on a good track based on the 2 priors. And honestly, the running in between helps me recharge for the events, because when I was doing just the events with no running, obviously I was cooked going from event to event right after each other. But obviously the run's getting harder. So I don't remember if I said this, but we were 50 minutes in on starting lap 6. It took me 4:40 to do the rows. That's 148 pulls all the way up on the level, full extensions. Also, fucking how many nails do I have to pick up on this run? So I'm losing time on that because I'm not gonna leave it in my parking lot. It pisses me the fuck off because we worked so hard during construction and the build out of All's Fit Club with magnets in the parking lot so that people wouldn't run over screws and nails. So the men's world record's like 53 minutes. Bro must be tapped at 53. So I got 3 events left. We gotta tighten that up, squad. Shit ain't gonna cut it. Brick by brick. This is wild. I'm getting brought back to my sports days. I haven't done sports in a number of years, given I'm 32, but growing up, hockey, lax, soccer, one of the biggest things for me was I was very angry in sports, which gave me my edge. And it's not like get a shitty penalty angry, fuck your team over. It's more of like, get the fuck out of my way. Because just the feeling and the pressure of exercising and running just made me angry if you're like near me or on me or in my way. So that's why I loved long stick, midi, and lax. Because you could just dial people. And when they were in your way, you use it as fuel to truck through. Win the face-off draws as a winger. Break your stick over people. True story. Facts. Use it. Fuel. Come on. As I legit just yell at a car. Told y'all. Fuck out the way. Event number 6, farmer carry. I did film. I did waste time setting up the camera. It's fine. On my turf here at All's Fit Club. He's down and back 8 times and then once more. So my goal is at least 4. The run gave me juice, so we're going 5. Whoa. 6 of 8 plus 1. Plus my music's fire here. Starting like my daddy, come on. No gym's popping off like that. 7, right? Down, back, down, done. Better not come on. Come on. No way I'm putting it down. Come on. We're on 7. We finished, or we're starting this at like just under 59. Probably finished 59, like 35 on the farmer carry kettlebell. So, second to last run, 1 more. Feeling good after that, so gonna try to push the pace a little bit, because some of the other events you lose steam when it comes to the run. By the time I get to the back end of the run though, I do pick up pace. So these are the last 2 where we're gonna need to make up some ground, but the last one's gonna be a grind after the lunges. So let's make up for it now. 98, 45 paper plates, big money, heavyweights. Money, I'm chrome out 1100. What I'm doing, getting money. What they doing, hating, what they doing, bitch on the butt. Stunning like my daddy. Stunning like my daddy. I'll be stunning like my daddy. Stunning like my daddy. I'm a young stunner. When I was 16, I bought my first Mercedes Benz. I must have 1,000 and their girlfriends. White leather, hot new pair of rims, brand new pistol, trigger like a hairpin. Didn't work. You don't need the scale, man. Stuff to go like a motherfucking mailman. Legit, I am not stopping for any fucking cars. I will run through it, replay that vid again. $100 for anyone who knows this intro. General, I salute you. Put a hole in anyone that tries to shoot you. All right, we're starting the last run number 8, last kilometer at 1:09. Excuse me, 1:09. Yeah, I had to look at that. I'm all fucked up. 1 hour, 9 minutes. We kicked off the last run. That was after walking lunges 4 times down and back, plus a quarter on the AEFC turf. I did not have a sandbag, so without weight, so I lucked out there. It's gonna be even harder when I have weight. Sandbag didn't come in yet, so it didn't happen. Home stretch of run 8, last run, last kilometer. Coming up on like 1 hour and 14 minutes. Is what it's probably gonna be about when I round this. Trying to push pace, finishing with 100 wall balls. Hip crease below knees. All right, hour 15 in. 100 wall balls is the last. I gotta walk all the way to the back to the gym because that's where I set up the wall ball throw targets since we got brick wall. So a little bit of rest, but fucking around getting back here. Let's tee it up. Okay. By the time I got to the camera, our timer is hour 23, 59 seconds. 1 hour, 23 minutes, 59 seconds. I'm gonna hit pause on the timer. That's first Hyrox. Doing good, but minus having weighted lunges while I wait for the weights for the lunges to come in. Starting to regather myself here. Put your shit away and wipe your shit off when you're done. I don't care if it's an hour and a half after. You gotta do it. Actually, I didn't record it. I can't. All right, that's the first full Hyrox in the books. It is July 13th. Sunday. We did it in 1 hour, 23 minutes and 59 seconds by the time I could hit the timer after the 100th wall ball. That's a grind, man. This shit's no joke. So couple notes. First thing, it is no joke. It is definitely hard. Adding the runs in definitely changes up in a good way and a bad way from the first 2 times that I did this earlier this week without any runs until the very end. I did my 1 kilometer run at the end of both of those. And so adding that in obviously makes it more difficult. It adds time to it. You're fatiguing yourself more because you're adding the runs in. But what it does do is it gives you time to kind of regain the energy for each event, because you do drain much more of your energy during the individual events because they're high intensity. And so I was able to come into those, I feel like a little bit better, and was a little bit more rested basically by cooling off during those runs from the prior hit into the next event as a hit. So burpee broad jumps and wall balls, easily the hardest ones. The sled push and pull, my turf is only so long here at the club, so spinning that around definitely adds time, but also takes away from your energy levels because it's harder to spin the thing around than it is to just push or pull it.
So that obviously, and plus going in and out of the building from my run. So my run is around the entire plaza. So I'm exiting the building, through the doors, coming back in, scanning myself in. Scanner was messing around a couple times. And I hope you enjoyed my vlogging from the runs. You got my inner thoughts as I'm running, but overall, kind of sick. And hopefully we can shave off some time during the runs for sure. And in some of the events, we'll definitely pick up some pace. Rowing, skier, if I can get my pattern down and my number of pulls / pushes, whatever you want to categorize it as, so that I have a specific number that I get every single time under a certain time, that will help immensely. And getting better with the wall balls is going to help for sure. And then just picking up pace on every event. Obviously, of course, we'll shave off time. So I got a strategy that I'm going to start chipping away at, that I just put together as I was kind of going through it and reflecting on it. So I think I have a good training strategy that should help me put into practice each of the exercises, so that they are easier when I'm doing them within the whole scope. I honestly haven't looked anything up at all about how to do it, or tips or tricks. The only thing I've looked up is the wall ball throw, because I was trying to figure out the height and stuff, and good thing, found out that the hip crease needs to be below the knee for the squat down. And then the sled pulls, I realized, is not just walking backwards with the rope around your back pulling the sled, it's actually a rope pull of the sled. So good to learn that. And I was questioning myself that I didn't do the pull and the push of the sleds on the correct weights, but now that I think back, I did. I had the push at 6 plates and I had the pull at 4 plates, so that is the correct weight for those events. I was questioning myself during it when I was unracking, but now that I remember the order of events, we good. The only caveat, as I mentioned too, is I did not have the sandbags for the lunges, so that's going to push me a little bit more. That's going to take away some time probably, but I also was messing around with some of the stuff because of the layout, and so that loses time, so, weigh it out. Onward and upward from here. We're clocking in at 1 hour, 23 minutes and 59 seconds from press and start to press and stop on the stopwatch. Let's see what we got. Road to Hyrox, Boston. I better get a ticket too. I will be so pissed if I don't get a ticket in time and it checks out. So if you're watching this and you know that those tickets come on, please, immediately message me, call me, text me so I get that. I need that ticket. Let's go.